Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It is June 1st, 2024, and a lot of look, they have a lot of things planned that is very, very bad for us coming up in June, July, August, and September leading into the elections. But we can always pray against these things, and hopefully you guys are praying against these things. And if they do have to happen, they don't happen as bad as we thought, right? Um, so there's plenty of different events. We'll talk about all those stuff on Patreon this month, and we'll get ready for the dinar evaluation, as of course, and the global reset, and everything else that's coming about. We'll keep you guys up to date on all that. So if you want like all that stuff and you want to be, in front of the events that are coming up, just follow me on Patreon, and I'll lead you the way over there, like I've been doing. We've been so freaking deadly accurate over there. It's crazy. Now, the only thing that hasn't been accurate is like dreams and dates and dreams, and whimsy RV, right? But everything else on all the other events have been really accurate. And even when I'm guessing, I still get at least one or two things right, just guessing. You know what I mean? So prophetically and coding wise, we're spot on. But um, guessing, of course, guessing is 50-50, right? Well, actually, most guesses are like 10% chance of getting it right. Some people guessing is like 1% chance of getting it right, right? So, anyways, all that's on Patreon, so you guys can follow me there for it. It's a new month, so it's a good time to sign up if you guys want to be on there for 30 days and get all the elite stuff there on Patreon for June. So, all right. Or you could just do the crypto side and not worry about the elite side. But look, if you love yourself and your family, you want to know what's coming and how to stay ahead of it, and become your own central banker. So, but it is what it is. You can choose whatever you want. Okay, so Binance did burn today, and they looks like the 1 point something. I'm not sure if it's 1.3. Let's see how much it was, because that's the whole day. So let's see what Binance did. Binance did do 1.3. I think, yeah, they did 1.3. Okay, so right here they did 1.361. Okay, so 1.3. So people were saying it was going to be higher than last month. I don't know if it was higher than last month. I'm not sure now. Was it higher than last month? Here's last month. No, that wasn't last month. When was last month's? I don't know. You don't know. How about this? We go to weekly, and then let's check out that Binance's last. So this is Binance. Was that Binance on May 27th? Why did they burn May 27th? Huh? Oh no, that was the week of May 20. Okay, never mind. That was the week of May 27th through the through I don't know, through June. Okay, so that's the weekly. This is the weekly totals. Okay, so how are we gonna do this then? How are we gonna figure out where Binance burned? Here it is, May 1st. Right. So Binance burned 1.49, 1.49. So we actually we're lower. People were saying we were gonna burn higher this time. We burned 1.3, 1.36, something like that. 1.364. So we actually burned lower this time around. People were saying we were going to burn higher. So We actually burned lower. All right. Now we did make videos saying, look, the volume is really, really low here. And then the volume did pick up when, last couple of days when Doquan case was settled, but it was kind of too little, too late, apparently. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. All right. So 1.36 there for burns on Binance. And as I said before, I don't know why they're burning. If they're not going to burn, if they're not just going to burn USTC and repeg it, I'm not sure why they're burning, but they're burning, and so we'll take it, and we'll it's going to help us once we're getting to the pennies and dollars. All the burns on Binance is really going to help because we don't have to worry about those tokens anymore, right? So we'll take it. We'll take them burning, and we're not going to be disappointed by it. We'll take them burning, and it's a blessing that they are even burning, right? And so it's going to help us out, of course, a lot. Once we get into the pennies and dollars, we're going to thank God that we don't have all those billions of tokens to worry about anymore, right? 9,000 in burns on USTC. I wish they would burn USTC instead so we can repeg and then or they just help us repeg, they help us repeg this thing on USTC so then we can then go in and just start burning the crap out of LUNC, right? So and put LUNC in a hypercharge, right? Hypercharge LUNC to the upside. 14.61 ratio there for percentage there for the staking supply. And then we have Oracle Pool. Wow. 120 billion now. We're about to break 120 billion in the Oracle Pool. I mean, in the Oracle Pool. Wow, that's crazy. And also, USTC about to break 400 million. Wow, it's gonna be Mayday, Mayday, Mayday once we're on under 100 million, right? Once we get 100 billion, excuse me. Once we get under 100 billion, we're gonna be like, we're gonna have to put, something's gonna have to change, right? So hopefully that there. Apparently, people are saying that the it changes on its own. Like once we go under 100 billion, then it starts to like they reduce like the staking percentages are reduced in half or start being reduced so that we can burn less or something. So I don't know how it plays out. There's some type of mechanism. Like apparently, people are saying there's a mechanism in place to start reducing the amount of rewards and so that it can last a long time. But if we don't have to do that, if we just enact the proposal that we passed, right, to point one, right, and if Christopher puts up the 1.5% burn tax, and that 0.15 gets enacted, then that would go through the Oracle pool, and that would help even more than point 0.1, right? And then we'll see it being replenished, and it won't be draining as fast as it is now. Or community pool to the upside, 4.5 billion, 12 a million there, and we also have validators here, and we have stats here. We'll check those out in a little bit, but let's go over here. We have Galaxy Station. Let's also look at the price of LUNC as well. So this is passing. This has 1 hour left, and it's gonna pass here. So by the time you watch this video, it's probably Well, I probably had to be up before the hour's up. So, and then here is this one's not gonna pass. And let's go to the actual pricing of LUNC here. We're up a little bit. Wow, nice little right back to the upside there. So that was pretty good. We got a nice little cup here and right back to the upside. Cool. All right. 11.96. We're almost back to 12 there. We're up today. Markets are up as well, 0.27, but the volume is down across the board here. And volume is down big here, 24 million. I mean, this is bear market volume. I thought we were in a bull cycle, folks. What happened? Is everybody ran out of money? You know what I mean? Someone's like, yeah, we all ran out of money. I didn't know. You guys ain't run out of money. I saw a record amount of money go to Donald Trump's campaign or something after he got the verdict. So people got money. It's just not that they don't have money for the things we're looking for, right? So to help out, INU INU burns, to help out with this and that, and do all types of stuff. Repeg LUNC, they got money for Trump. You know what I mean? They got money for other things over here or other things over there. People got money for TikTok. People got money for Instagram. People got money for other YouTubers, right? You go on YouTube lives and you see people putting out $500 super chats and for people and for entertainers, you know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, that's where people's money's going. And so they don't want to, they can't help you repay to make themselves wealthy, right? And change their family line. They rather give $500 to an influencer, right? On a super chat, right? And so that's what they want to do. That's what they can do, right? But same time, we can't then come back and complain and why life is rough and tough and why my kids don't have a future and why, life is unfair and you can't say stuff like that when you are doing the things you're doing financially, you know. So you give $1,000 to an Instagrammer, and then you come back, and then your kids don't have nothing to eat, or you can't pay your bills. Then you say life is tough. It's like, dog, you just gave $1,000 to an influencer, right? So it's like we've been asking for over here we're asking to people to help repeg USTC so we can make you a freaking change your generational timeline and your tree and your bloodline forever, right? We repeg USTC, right? People become instant millionaires immediately if you hold 1 million USDC or more. If you hold 100,000, you're worth six figures, and then that's just the beginning because now LUNC's going to go completely nuts and now you have a chance to become a freaking 100 millionaire to a billionaire, because of LUNC going into the pennies and dollars. That's changing your generational timeline forever, right? And so the fact that you know that, and then we all know that, and then we're all, and then nobody's even caring, and it's like wow, right? People do care, but I'm just saying overall in general, right? It's like the community doesn't really care. It's like, dog, you have a chance to change your generational timeline. Why am I me and like 50 people are the only ones that actually see this and care? Like you could see it too, but you don't. It's almost like you don't care, right? And so you know being entertained by people on social media is more important to you, and it's really not, because we see people complain all day long about how life is hard. It's like, but look at your finances and where your money's going. It's like you're making it hard on you, right? So um we've had 2.5 years now to digest all this stuff, and it's like we should already be repaid, folks. Like we've done this to ourselves. You should already be on the beach. You should already be doing God's work. You should already be doing the things you want to do, pursuing your dreams. You should already be in your nice house and you're driving your nice cars. You should already be doing this. You should already have these things done already if you just participated where you were supposed to participate, right? And so that's I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to regret that, especially if this bond market implodes 10%. 90% of the kingdom of God will regret not participating, not coming together, not doing. So right now there's just everybody's playing around. They think nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, we're good. We get to do what we want, play around. But the moment things change, and the moment the California stuff happens, and the Vegas California stuff happens, the moment stuff over here happens, the moment China invades Taiwan, the moment all these things happen, the moment the Iran nuclear sites are hit and stuff like that, the moment these things happen and the world's changing forever, right? And people are screaming for World War III and all these things, and people are running to shelters and hiding. Um, that's when you're gonna realize we should have listened. We should have listened. Why are we so stubborn? We should have listened. We should have prepared. We should have became our own central bankers. And it's too late. And that's gonna be the sad part. The sad part is that when the bond market implodes, it's too late. There's nothing. You can't go and buy silver anymore. You can't go buy gold anymore. Like these places are not going to be selling anything. They're going to be hiding, right? So they're going to be, what I mean? Like they're going to be, protecting their families, right? They got their families to protect, right? They got to protect themselves and their family. Everybody's going to be looking out for themselves at that point, right? And that's why Kim Clement said you got to be able to stretch out your hand and feed the hungry and the sick and the poor. But if you didn't prepare, if we're not working together, you're not prepared, then you're not feeding anybody. You are You are those people. You know what I mean? And so that's not what we were here to be. We're here to be the people who stretch out our hands to the sick, the hungry, the homeless, the lonely. We're not supposed to be them, folks. This is why we've been pushing the narrative of working together as kingdom people to build wealth and buying power, right? And people have rejected it, but they're going to be the ones. The people who reject it are going to be the ones that are going to regret it, because the things that the elites have planned for this world and for this nation and for what's coming up over the next 18 months is crazy, right? And it's just ridiculous. Don't let that bond. I'm just going to repeat it. Don't let that bond market implode. Life will never be the same if that bond market implodes. I don't care if it implodes 10%. Yeah, we'll come back a little bit, right? If they can, if they catch it at 10% and they come and then they're able to come back and maybe Reggie Milton helps them out, like the data sets say, and they implement gold and silver back as money and silver into the economy, XRP, and all these things. But life is going to be severely different, right? And don't even let that bond market implode 100%. I mean, it'll be night and day, to what we used to live. We will never be like this ever again. Like how I'm talking to you guys now, it won't be like this ever again, right? So, it might take centuries to the whole world would be, it would be biblical, like Greg Menorine's been saying. Like he's been giving out the warning signs for years. So it's like when you know these things, then it's like, man, come on, guys and girls. You don't need a pep talk every week to work together, right? So these things are coming. We just don't. It's like when, that's the key. And I'm watching the bond market closely with the 10-year yield, because I do believe we are in another month, this month, that it could implode. It almost imploded in April. And we made that emergency video. Me and other people made that emergency videos directly towards the feds to buy the debt, and they started to buy the debt immediately after, right? So you can't say it doesn't work. And so we're in another month where that bond market could implode. You see how the stock market dropped significantly last 2 weeks, and then it bounced back a little bit here on Friday. On Friday when that happened, right? Um, so we'll see what happens next week. But if they don't buy the debt, the markets are going to crash. It's just plain and simple, right? And it's going to affect everything else. It's going to affect your, credit and being able to liquidity and pulling money out of the banks, and the banks will freeze up. Credit freezes. Everything will freeze up, and hyperinflation will kick in. It would be awful, right? And that means starvation at epic levels, right? So, people, people will be running in the streets. There'll be no laws. Like it'll be awful, right? So we have to watch these things carefully, right? And we have to prepare. And the way out is by powering yourself up, working together, having a community that works together and has each other's back, and being able to take that buying power and be able to get your farmlands and get your places with security, with your guns and everything, with your family, and be safe in that type of environment, because this thing can implode at any time, right? And so that's why Kim Clement said, when things seem at their worst, God said, when things seem at their worst, I will set my people free. It's not when things are sunshine and gloom and rosy, right? So, all right, 67 cents there on Luna, and let's go back here, wrap up the video, and and a good, for me, doing this, it's a way for people to not look at me and say, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you warn us? Because there's thousands of videos of me warning you and telling you to work together and come together before it's too late. And when it's too late, I'm not gonna be there. You know what I mean? I gotta protect myself and my family, right? And my people, right? All the people that help me, I'm gonna be reaching back to help them. right? And they're gonna be smiling when they see me because they know deep down in their hearts that I was right the whole time, right? And I came back and got them, right? And so that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I hopefully you're doing the same thing with all the people who looked out for you and been there for you and supported you the whole way through, because that's what we're gonna have to do. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.